What would you do if you got rich out of nowhere? Here are 10 things we would recommend you do if you were to get rich out of nowhere. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, the Enchanted Luxury Studio, where we talk about wealth and luxury. An unexpected windfall of money is one of life's greatest joys. It's even more satisfying if the amounts are 6, 7, 8 digits or more. However, you have to keep in mind that as your wealth magnifies, stress goes along with it. To minimize this after effect, you have to know how to handle your money. As the rich say, money comes with great responsibility. So, here are some tips that will help you keep and grow your sudden wealth responsibly. Let's begin! Number 1. Seek immediate legal and tax representation. Newly wealthy individuals and those who are already wealthy requires the existence of tax and legal professionals. The importance of knowing your tax burden when you receive a sudden influx of money cannot be overstated. It is best to consult with a tax and legal professional before signing a deal or receiving the cash. Doing so may possibly save you thousands or even millions of dollars. Number 2. Hire a reputable financial advisor. Hiring a reputable financial advisor would guard you against penny stockbrokers or people who try to sell you complex financial products that are hard to understand. A good financial advisor knows which stocks, bonds, and other asset classes to invest in based on your situation and your future goals. By working with a financial advisor, you can set proper expectations about how your assets can benefit you. The next step is to introduce your legal and tax representatives to your financial advisor. Remember, the left hand needs to know what the right is trying to do, particularly ahead of the tax season. Number 3. Think about how you want to live your new life. You should be sensible about your lifestyle once you become wealthy. Think twice before purchasing anything with your money. The last thing you'd want is to spend millions of dollars in just a matter of days. Avoid the urge to immediately buy up all the things you think you wanted but can easily live without. Lavish mansions, exotic cars, private jets, yachts, and jewelry can all add up quickly. Such possessions demand regular expenses for maintenance, tax, and insurance. Keeping them up even requires a staff of people. People don't go bankrupt over 1 or 2 items. But going nuts with invaluable shopping budgets could break even the billionaires. Manage your money well. Don't let yourself fall victim to the temptation of becoming an instant high roller. Number 4. Consider your donations carefully. There is one thing all churches, charity foundations, and organizations have in common. They all require outside funds in order to function. Before you go give vast sums of money away, you better get some advice from your tax and financial advisor. Wouldn't it be horrible if your gift weren't handled properly, or if your method of giving created a tax burden for you or the recipient? Keep in mind that not all gifts are free. Over the past couple of years, there has been a growing movement among the rich to donate all or most of their wealth to charity. It is important to remember that most of this giving will occur after these people pass away. Also, take into account that you or your loved ones may need to use the money for future emergencies. Imagine giving everything away and not being able to help yourself or anybody else in your family. Number 5. Set a budget that you can live with. Putting together a budget with your new financial advisor is essential for the well-being of your future financial status. Setting a budget and making contingency plans for when things may go wrong may help you maintain an acceptable income for many years. Consider all aspects of your life and your spending habits. As cost tends to rise over time, you will also need to consider inflation and basic price changes. Now, for the hardest part of making a budget, stick to it by living within the limits. Go ahead and get your favorite beverage and popcorn. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Number 6. Fulfill your existing obligations. Some people may think that the rich don't have to pay their bills or fulfill their obligations, but the truth is, they do as they should. It might be a good idea to immediately pay off all of your debts if you have suddenly found yourself flush with cash. The advice your advisors give you might influence this point, but it's still important to prioritize dealing with your financial obligations before you become rich. It might be beneficial on your end to keep your debt and pay it off on your current schedule. It may also help boost your reputation. In the end, you will not be someone who forgets, nor try to just walk away from the debt and obligations you had before you became rich. Number 7. Put your money to work. A person who quickly becomes super rich rarely changes much about their life. It is even common for some of them to still go to work every day. But for those who decided to quit work, it's important to consider the phrase, "It takes money to make money." Individuals can only earn so much per hour from work, and there are only so many hours one can work each day. With a budget, knowing what you can reasonably buy and dealing with advisors, letting your newfound capital earn money is crucial. Otherwise, you could foolishly spend it all rather quickly, even if by accident. Number 8. Know yourself and your limitations. With a team of professionals trying to keep your life set for the years or decades ahead, it is very important to be smart about your own limitations and skills. It goes without saying that becoming rich comes with responsibility. A smart investment or a liquidity event at work does not necessarily mean you are an expert in finance and money. It is important to know how to protect yourself ahead of time if people come asking you for money. You need to recognize whether you are an impulse buyer or a disciplined shopper. Is it worth it to pay more for a first-class fare instead of economy? Are you better off leasing or buying a car? Is buying a mansion a wiser purchase than a rent-to-own home? Does every new business idea you hear sound like the best investment in the world? You should ask yourself this question to weigh things out. Being ignorant about yourself and your limitations will put your future at risk. Number 9. Beware of your family, friends, and acquaintances. Once you get a grip on a great amount of money, you might want to protect yourself from your own friends and family and old acquaintances, as they may suddenly be calling you and asking for a portion of your wealth. Keep in mind that becoming suddenly rich would not make you in debt to anyone. You are not required to say yes to every demand just because you have the money to do so. We're not discouraging you to lend some help to your relatives and colleagues, as they might be one of the reasons why you are where you are right now. The point is to be wise when being generous. Calculate the pros and cons of your actions. Help them by not compromising your assets. At the end of the day, you have yourself to take care of. Number 10. Remember that decency and laws still matter. Many people believe that the rich tend to be exempted from laws, though that may have been true in many cases. Ending up with lost friends, disapproval from your family, or hassles from the police is not a good situation to be in. Money may help, but any romantic notions you have from the movies or being a social pariah or having the law after you are nothing more than fiction. Thank you for spending some time with us today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We will see you next time. Thanks for watching.